A treasure chest! Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
Fancy a look at my wares?
Here's a chest. I shall take a look inside.
Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable. I just thought to call for you. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out here. As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Disa denounce your Majesty as a false Arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false Arisen, could convalesce in the palace, but the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. It would be a fine opportunity to display your Majesty's power. None would be able to deny that you are the true Arisen then. There is a problem, however. Entry to such an event is limited to the chosen few. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be granted entry. If your Majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, 'twould be a fine contribution were you to accomplish these tasks unaided. What say you? Might I ask for your cooperation in this matter? I thank you, Your Majesty. There are 3 locales that have seen significant trouble of late. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. We've had reports of goblins swarming in great numbers. Next is Half Village, west of Burnworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull an infestation of saurians there. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight. They were last seen crossing the second bridge on the eastern edge of Vermont.
Off we go then. There are beasts to be slain.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim, as you will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of Disa's misdeeds. I hesitate to ask something so dangerous of you, yet I fear we have few other options. I have attempted to do the same through my own channels afore now, though I have yet to uncover so much as a whisper of her plots. Would that I could undertake the task myself, but my station prohibits me from reckless action. What say you, Your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? I shall ensure that the door to the Queen Regent's office is open between midnight and dawn. Pray use that time to conduct your investigation. There is much we ought to tend to. Of all those who serve the Queen Regent, there is but one who I have no doubt will lend his support to your Majesty's cause. I refer to Waldar, a magistrate. Many a time has Disa demanded Waldar amend the code of Vermont to her own benefit. And many a time has the magistrate refused her, for he is loyal to none but the spirit of the law. As a result, he now sits in a cell beneath the palace. Our laws dictate that Your Majesty is our rightful ruler. Thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law known to the palace, I'm quite confident that Waldor will be willing to vouch for Your Majesty. What say you? Might you be willing to aid me in arranging the magistrate's release? I've prepared a means for you to enter the palace dungeons. Pray, take this. This mission demands the utmost secrecy. Prithee be cautious, Your Majesty. Should you be discovered, I will be unable to lend aught in the way of aid. There is much we ought to tend to. Do not forget that we work to...
Isn't much to go on. Hail, friend. Have you a spare moment? I've an eye for people, and my instincts tell me you're of trustworthy ilk. I'm in a bit of a quandary, you see. I'm to be gone for a week, with no one slated to mind the house in my stead. Fear not, I only ask your name to list as a tenant. You needn't bother yourself with the cleaning, and I don't expect you to stay cooped up in there, neither. I'd be much obliged if you'd simply consider my home a waypoint on your travels. Sound appealing? Then come on by and have a look-see. I've taken the liberty of marking the location on your map. You've come. Glad to see you, friend. So, what say you? Would you care to live here in my absence? As I've said, you needn't worry about tending to the place. Many thanks, friend. I knew I could count on you. I'll stop by again in a week's time, but till then, farewell.
I'm all for camping, but solid walls are a joy that can't be beat. And ours for a full week at no charge. What a steal.
Right you are.
I don't know what to do.
That's quite enough.
What to do? What? I've no mother or father to speak of, you see. So the nice people at the Gracious Hand take care of me. I wanted to get them a present to say thank you, and I thought a bunch of flowers would be just the thing. The problem is, I can't seem to find any good ones. Do you think you could help me? All I need is a bunch of pretty flowers. For true. Thank you ever so much, Arisen. I'm sure you'll find the prettiest flowers that ever were. Hoi, Arisen! Have you brought me a bunch of flowers already? Oh, just look at them. They're the most beautiful flowers I've ever seen. These should brighten the sisters' days. Say, would you mind terribly if I asked you another favor? See, one of my friends taught me a magic spell. It's supposed to let you meet whomever you like. All you have to do is find a silver stone, put it under your pillow, and say the magic words. But there's the problem. I've been looking all over for such a stone, and I can't find one anywhere. Would you find a silver stone and bring it to me, Arisen? For true. I knew I could count on you, Arisen. I'll be waiting.
Our next mission is to acquire a silver stone. Mayhap silver ore will serve. We can purchase it, or mine it up ourselves.
You have my support.
Have no fear, Master.
You are the Arisen, yes? The captain gave me your description. Follow me!
I've been on my feet all day.
Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards spy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
I only pray my watch finishes without incident.
Much is said of the Arisen, though I confess I little understand it. Who's there? Pray, keep your voice low. wouldn't be good for either of us if someone was summoned to come check on me. Could it be that you have come to bring Mother's schemes to light? Aye, Disa is my mother. Pray forgive me for not telling you sooner. 'Twas never my intent to deceive you. I'd simply feared that if I spoke the truth, none would wish to involve themselves with me. But that is no longer a concern. 'Tis clear that we are allied in purpose. My word, you mean to say that you are the true Arisen? That the Sovereign currently residing in the palace is a pretender? Could Mother have had a hand in that as well?
Regent King Sven appears to be missing from his chambers. Have you seen him?
Me? No, sir.
Then start searching, you fool. Should aught befall the Regent Kin, 'tis us who'll answer to her grace.
Forgive me. My absence seems to have made this rather more difficult for us. You ought leave the palace at once. This room turned up little of interest, but I've a mind to look into this further. I shall send word to Captain Brant if I discover aught you should know. I'll head out first and speak with the Sentinels. Use that opportunity to make good your escape.
Sven, where have you been, your grace?
Forgive me. I couldn't sleep. I thought a stroll might clear my head.
Prithee inform us when you leave. If aught happens. Got to keep moving.
How to proceed? Naught goes amiss. I'm surrounded by winches on all sides. I'd sooner stay out.
Time to find me a mom.
There is much we ought to tend to. How fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen Regent's office? This scrap. 'Twas part of a letter, and from Batal no less. This alone can prove little, but 'tis clear that Disa's schemes run deep. To think, Disa's actions have weighed even on the mind of her own son. 'Tis a surprise, but a welcome one. Disa is the doting mother before the Regent King. If Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Disa's focus, we may be able to gain more useful information. You have done well, Your Majesty. Though I am limited in the aid I'm able to offer, I bid you, take this.
What could the Queen Regent be plotting?
I'm not sure what we're dealing with here. Queen Regent Disa appears to be working in concert with this phase's fellows. But what precisely is their aim?
wasteful in your equipment.
You think they learned by now not to creep up on me?
Save it, cuz. I'm not in.
If we're to break it, it shan't be from this side.
True enough. We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
No harm in picking a few. This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. Let us see what you're made of.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
Has been torched! Quick! Cast the buckets! Nothing of
It's obvious.
Are we leaving already? Bother. I was just getting warmed up. If you wish it, I shall not move from this spot.
Ye are really pushing your luck. Bunch of sluggards. New blood.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I am by your side.
Are we to remain here?
Oh, I'd not have thought we'd find one. And here.
A splendid discovery.
Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but different masters favour different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
Each to their own. Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige.
Don't. Let them get the better of you. Seems there are wolves on the ground. I'll keep hold of the enemy.
Well said. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
Might I interest you in my humble wares? Hope to see you again.
Our party is well balanced. I can see no weaknesses that might be exploited.
No challenge is beyond... How are we to get through this door?
They say the Sovereign's up in the palace, recovering for some...
How are things?
shall brook no name. One can never some my friends. Tight. I get just about anywhere.
I swear I've never slept better.
Oh, I can't find a silver stone anywhere. Have you fared any better? Oh, just look how it shines. Thank you ever so much. Say, aren't you curious who I want to meet? Well, I'll tell you. My mother and father. I don't even know what they look like, you know. Not to say I'm unhappy at the Gracious Hand, of course. But I'd really like to meet them, even just once. I want to tell them how grateful I am that they gave me life. Oh, it's so shiny. Oh, hi, Arisen. You'll help me again if I need it, won't you? Please say yes.
Miss Daphne seemed pleased with our efforts. Mayhap we ought to pay her another visit sometime soon.
You have my support.
Oh, it's so shiny. Oh, hi, Arisen.
My bed, please. As sharp as this. Where's my jacket? My claws could use a trim.
Arms for the poor. Pray well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. May well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms? Many thanks. May fortune smile upon you, kind sir. Ah, hold on a moment, Sir Arisen. Perchance you would be willing to aid me with another matter. You see, one of the children we care for here at the Gracious Hand has gone missing. Malcolm, his name is. He's a steady lad. I can't imagine he would have run away. This building's very old. It could be that he's found himself in some strange corner of it. Might I impose on you to search for him?
I suppose it goes without saying that our first step ought to be gathering information.
Right you are.
Is there aught I can assist you with?
Malcolm's been really into exploring of late. Just the other day, he was going around telling anyone who'd listen about how he was an ox hair away from making some big discovery.
This place offers a view of the sea.
You want something? Spit it out or piss off.
Do be quick. I fear my time is in short supply.
Is it true you're the Arisen?
Just be sure you mind your manners.
Interested in my wares?
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Malcolm? All he's doing of late is picking through rubble. Don't know why he bothered. I wonder what it was Malcolm found. Treasure?
say, I've noticed you walking around questioning people. Looking for information, are we?
You fond of those eyes? Keep them to yourself.
Oh, it's so shiny. Oh!
You best watch yourself.
Good day, sir.
Very well, but pray do not make me wait over long.
Is Malcolm all right? We were supposed to go exploring together, but I overslept and he went without me. Wish he'd woken me up. I was really looking forward to going down into those vaults. Oh no, I wasn't meant to tell anyone that.
Shall we report back now?
Always gotta be in the thick of things, mate.
Vaults, you say? By my knowledge, they were sealed off. Ah, but you mentioned rubble, aye? Then perhaps the lad found a way through. Come, I fear there's not a moment to lose. Pray, follow me, and quickly. I believe this is the place to which the children were referring. Look there, a hole. Could he have passed through here? There is naught to be done but have a look for ourselves. The passage ahead looks small, but we may be able to squeeze through. Let us make haste.
Danger might lurk anywhere. Wear every shadow and mind the ceiling.
Oh, 'twas but a trick of the light.
Methink... This can only be destroyed from the other side.
Nothing else for it, I suppose.
Malcolm, thank goodness you are unharmed. You have my eternal gratitude, Sir Arisen. Now I can breathe freely at last.
Sir Kendrick? You'll never believe what I've found. It's just up ahead. Books, sir. Books, books, and more books. It's like some sort of secret workshop.
Truly? Perhaps we ought to take a look.
We're to be guided to our destination. Let's try to follow along.
I quite agree. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Heavens above!
Isn't it amazing? And I found it. Me.
'Tis quite a find indeed. Is this some manner of archive? Why, I've ne'er seen so many books. This collection must be worth a fortune. 'Tis a veritable treasure trove of wisdom. Might I ask that you not share the existence of this place with others, Sir Arisen? We cannot allow the knowledge accumulated here to be misused or mistreated. We ought to entrust its care to someone worthy, someone who can appreciate its true value. Pray tell me if you know of such an individual. As for you, Malcolm, I forbid you from telling anyone else about this place. 'Twill be our little secret. Understood?
Oh, but...
However, in exchange for your silence, you may come and go as you please. Let's investigate this place's secrets together, eh?
It near boggles the mind that so impressive an archive slumbered here. 'Tis surely any scholar's dream.
I quite agree.
The books ne'er seem to end. Who could have...
Water is nigh invisible in this gloom. No few times has an overconfident step soaked my boots.